2.0, we invite you to come matter here. So I want to honor you. I want to honor you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. You could have been anywhere else right now. Hold on, let me.
It's so good seeing everyone's faces. Oh, let me.
Is there a delay for you guys? Let's see. Get everyone muted. Yeah. Okay, everyone's muted now. Okay, I want to honor you for being here. You guys could have been anywhere else right now, but you chose to be here, and I cannot thank you enough for that. And I want you to honor the person that invited you this call. It means that they care a lot about you, that they invited you to this call. So the girls and I, the people that invited you to this call, we are aligned with the same vision in the same company. Something was born out of 2020. Right now, we're going through a racial crisis. We're going through a health crisis in the Black and Brown community. And we wanted a way to be able to give back. We are here to educate you, to empower you, to step into your highest expression, your greatness, and what you can do to make a change that we want to see in our communities right now. So every single week, somebody will be on this call chatting about that and how you are able to take this into your own hands and be able to create something so beautiful together that we are truly in need of. With the shift right now that's going around in the world, regarding the racial inequality right now, we felt that it was time to expose more people to this message right now. And so I'm going to share a really quick clip. It's less than a minute. So if you can stay tuned to this and really feel and envision her words into this, I'm really fired up for you guys to watch this.
Give me permission to be here, but I didn't ask for it either. So some of you are still asking for permission. And sometimes you have to stop asking for permission, and it's just time to give the world notice. So I just showed up to invite you to give the world notice that you're coming. Give the world notice that you've been here. Give the world notice that you've played polite long enough. Now it's time to play full out. Give the world notice that unapologetic just showed up. Give the world notice that non-negotiable just showed up. Give the world notice that if they can't handle your light, that you're tired, you're no longer going to dim your light. If they can't handle your light, put on some shade.
Literally fires me up. Every single time I watch this, it makes me want to literally go to the gym and just scream from my lungs. This is a great opportunity and reminder, to ask yourself and to dream a little bit. This call is for you if you are sick of not being able to show up as your true authentic self and you feel like that you've had to minimize yourself. This call is for you if you are currently in a space where you're like, I am building somebody else's dreams and I want to build my own. I can relate.
Charlie, come here. Charlie.
Someone needs to
go. There you go.
Let's see. Can everyone mute themselves, please? Thank you. I can't find how to mute everyone. This call is for you if, the 9 to 5 isn't for you anymore. This call is for you if you have a burning desire to want to create something for you and your family. This call is for you if you want to travel when it's safe to travel. This call is for you if you know that you are made for more. And you're like, I am ready to create that, but you may just not know how or what direction or kind of, what to do right now.
Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello?
Okay, there we go. So our purpose, we wanted to change our legacy. We wanted to truly create real wealth and have a space where we could talk about it. Candice used this analogy last week and I loved it. She was like, everyone wants to build an empire, but they fall. You know, we wanted to be able to create a legacy for future generations. And we wanted to make a difference together because we all know that we are stronger together. And so there's a real need in our community, a real need for a clear path to creating wealth, optimal health, and a legacy for those upcoming generations. And we're going to do just that. And so I'm honored to say that I know each one of these women that I'm going to share and that we have linked arms together with and what this opportunity has done for them. This is me. I was a fitness professional 6 months ago, and I was exhausted. I was lost. I was lonely. I was searching for my purpose and identity as a now stay-at-home mom in a new town. And as a personal trainer, I knew that I could only work so many hours in the day. I would have to prioritize my clients over my son. And there was just a tug at my soul because I knew that I was made for more and I was here for a greater impact. But, you know, during this time of overwhelm, uncertainty, and stress, I was also going through a personal transition that truly would paralyze most women in fear. But instead, I met a couple of earth angels that introduced me to this opportunity. And I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for them and if I wouldn't have said yes to this opportunity. Because I finally found myself, I found my self-worth, my value, my identity as a human, having a human experience just like you. And if you've ever wondered if you were made for more, I'm here to tell you that you are. And during this time of so many problems and crises, we can co-create the change that we want to see in our world for us, for our children, for our families, for our friends' children, and leave a legacy that we never thought was possible. Another beautiful woman that I get to co-create with is Candice Escobar. She shared our call last week. She is a veteran, a single mom of 2 boys, and she wanted more energy. She wanted to be more present with her children and to be able to be home with them and to be able to bring a full-time income in the home while she was able to still prioritize what and who was most important to her. So beautiful. This is Tiffany. She was a stress out working mom of 2 energetic boys. I feel like that's so common. And on the outside, you know, it looked like she was living the American dream, but on the inside, her and her husband, they were exhausted, they were stressed, and they were just looking to find some breathing room in their finances. And she knew that they had to make a change, and she was, you know, able to not only physically, but financially as well. Another beautiful woman that I get to co-create with is Mika. She is a hustler. She knows multiple streams of income. And during this pandemic, she knew that she needed a way to be able to bring more income in, but didn't want to go in and clock in and out for somebody. And she wanted to be able to have her own schedule and her own flexible schedule. You know, I want you to ask yourself, you know, what if you could make your own schedule, you know, and still prioritize who or what is most important to you around that schedule. Someone is unmuted. Okay, there we go. And this is Jamie. Jamie is in Australia, and she knew that there was more than how she was living. She wanted to create a life where she didn't have to wake up in a body that she hated. She didn't want to go to a job that didn't value her and her work ethic. Who can relate to that? And she didn't want to continue the cycle in her family of living paycheck to paycheck. And last but not least, this is Donna, a beautiful soul. She was a stressed out physical therapist, and she wasn't taking care of herself. She was so focused on taking care of her clients that she wasn't pouring back into herself. And, you know, she changed her life, and with some easy health switches in this time, she was able to move to San Diego, one of the most expensive cities in the country. And, you know, this was all due to residual income, and she was able to, you know, create from this opportunity. And it truly speaks volumes about this opportunity. And so, you know, this is us. These are our transformations. You know, we are truly products of the products, living this lifestyle every single day. And we know that, you know, once you feel good, you know, just everything, your vibration, your energy, truly everything elevates. And that's such a beautiful thing. So I want to break down some stats for you. As of May 2020, Black or African American unemployment rate is at 16.8% versus white unemployment rate, which is at 12.4%. And when you take into consideration that the white unemployment rate is 4.4% lower, and Black people are still a minority in this country, you see the gap. It's a big deal. And it should raise some red flags. We are more likely not able to see a doctor because of cost. And, we stay in jobs that we don't like, because of the lack of opportunities and the fact that we have to have a paycheck and bring it home. And most of us are living paycheck to paycheck, just like Jamie said that she didn't want to. We are more likely to be affected, by health issues that are preventable. Tiffany shared a couple weeks ago, and I loved what she said. A lot of times we say, obesity or diabetes, it runs in my family, so I'm just going to have it. And I challenge you to kind of if you know somebody that has said that, to rethink that, because most of these issues are preventable, but like obesity, diabetes, heart problems, blood pressure. But not only is the wealth gap reflected in our unemployment, lower income, and education, it also affects our wealth and the quality of nutrition that we have access to. And that's the problem. We don't have access and the resources for our health. Here are a few quick stats highlighting the disparities that people of color experience every single day. We stay in places of work that we're not happy. A lot of times it's competition over collaboration. For me, I've been in the fitness industry for 8 or 9 years, and everything was always a competition. And, I don't know if you experienced something like this, but, if I had, a fellow, Black woman, that I worked with, I was seen as a threat. It wasn't a collaboration. Let's create this change together. It was like, oh, it was a threat. And, the fact that I get to collaborate with these beautiful Black women on this call, and the fact that, we didn't know anything about each other, and we were just like, we want to make a change together. We're not financially linked at all. And it just makes my heart and soul so happy, because I have craved this for so long. And so it wasn't like that in the fitness industry. And I don't know if you can relate in your work. Here are some stats on health, and I'll let you guys read these, but when I look at these, and whenever we were putting this together, like, it literally makes my blood boil, because this is what I see. I see that the system is set up for us to stay poor, to literally just meet our bills, to continue to have high debt and not being able to pay it off because we're not making enough money to be able to do so, not able to have money, to get great healthcare, to get great nutrition, to live a healthy lifestyle. And we're suffering from these health issues because we can't get seen, we can't have the proper resources and care. And that's what we want to change. The food our community can afford is adding to our sickness. And, then we struggle to find proper healthcare, and it's just a no-win situation. So we want to rise above these statistics. This is a partnership with an online global health and wellness company that makes you make the change to improve your health while making an income. We want to create an income producing asset, generate real wealth, adopt healthier lifestyles, be in an environment where, you are set up to succeed, in a supportive community. Something I want to share about the reason why the founders of this company use this business model of network marketing and social sharing, because we do this every single day, every day, right? How many times have you saw someone out and you liked her leggings and you were like, oh my gosh, I love your leggings. Where did you get them? And she's like, Lululemon, or, somebody asks you that and you share that, Lululemon's not paying you to tell them that, and so we also, we live in a society that is cancer of the wallet. People don't have enough money, and as a result, it causes health problems, it causes stress. And we here, we believe that we are in the well-being, the art of well-being, and that is in all areas of health and wealth. So we are in the side hustle economy, right? This is something that we already do already. Right now, right now we're in, if you're rewatching the replay, we're in the coronavirus quarantine, and right now, people are losing their jobs. They're at home. You're thinking about, how can I, increase my income? And some of the, side hustles that we think about, Uber, is Uber one of the things that you want to do right now? You might have somebody cough behind you, while you're doing, yeah, I don't know. And then, Airbnb, people aren't traveling, they've been hit very hard in this economy, because no one's traveling. And then it's like, do you want to go stay in somebody else's house? You don't know what happened there, and so, the online space, when you think about it, Uber was the biggest car company, and they didn't own any cars. Airbnb, is the biggest bed and breakfast, and they don't own any of those properties. And so truly, the online space is the new economy. Like, we are going into that. And if you're not hopping into that online space, you're going to get left behind. And that's what we have here. Another side hustle is like the influencer affiliate marketing. You'll see these influencers, sharing, different products, things like that, but they're getting paid in product. And I don't know about you, but products, those don't pay my bills. We pay cash. We pay cash here. And so, that's something to think about, especially in this side hustle economy, and in this business model. If I recommend you to go see a movie, and, you go and see that movie, the movie theater, what would they do? They give me free movie tickets. That would be nice if they did that, but they don't do that, but it would be nice if you were recommended someone to go to the movie theater, they saw that movie and that movie theater paid you. And what we have in this vehicle is that when you recommend somebody, they pay you in cash, not in product. And that's something to think about if you're thinking about going into a side hustle economy, and what you're going to do. So we talked a little bit about these Uber, Etsy, Airbnb. These are still side hustles that require trading time for money. And if that's something that has been tugging at your soul, it's still something, to think about, because it still is a risk. And I don't know about you, but last thing I want to do is trade my time for money and, not have that time left over to be able to spend with my son, because that was my biggest thing. I didn't want to trade my time for money and be working to just pay for daycare. So what if you could get paid for sharing something that you already enjoy, right? We do this every single day. So why online business? There's so many reasons to jump into an online business like this. There's a low startup cost, so it's accessible and easy for anyone to get started. You're eating your overhead with this opportunity. You're truly just reallocating the money that you already spend on your food and your supplements and your vitamins to isogenics. Most of you, maybe already drink a smoothie for breakfast. I'm just reallocating the smoothie I was already drinking before, to this. What I was spending at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, my bars, my different vitamins and turmeric and stress management, all of this stuff. I've literally turned my food budget into a money-making asset. And what's really cool about this industry is you can be wrong 90% of the time, still make money without losing money. And that's so rare, especially if you were to think about opening up your own business, starting your own business. Overhead is insane. And the fact that we get to eat our overhead and it's so low cost is super incredible. You don't have to stock inventory. You're not selling, shakes out of your trunk. You don't have to have, product filled with your garage. We have manufacturers all over the world that literally does everything for you. This is truly like a business in a box. I know that there's a lot of business-minded people on this call, and, we talk to entrepreneurs all the time in the online space. Entrepreneurship is incredible. And it's truly prescribed as the number one solution to all the problems that I shared, that I just showed you in the stats, to have more Black businesses, to have more Black medical practices, more Black legal practices, that's all, going to be able to solve this problem and, lift this community. But what if it could take, one generation to make that change? And I truly believe that we are that generation. So I want to ask you, when was the last time that you allowed yourself to dream? Really ask yourself, who or what is the most important to you? What do you love what you're doing right now? Do you want to do more? Are you made for more? What would an additional $300 to $500 a month do for your family right now? Most of the people that get started truly, just want their products paid for. They want their nutrition paid for each month. That's great. 80% of the people in our company are just product users, but then, what if you shared, with 2 people? What would an additional $300 to $500? What recurring bill do you have that you're like, I want to take care of this every single month? We have reoccurring bills. Why don't we have reoccurring, checks that come every single week? What would an additional $1,000 to $5,000 do for your family? Like, what amount of money would make a change for you? I want you to ask yourself, what if you could align with a company that, took care of all the obnoxious parts of the business, so that you could be able to celebrate your values, your success and the success of the people that you care about. This is the vision of Isagenix. The founders of this company chose this beautiful business model of network marketing because they knew that you could do all the things in the world to stay healthy. But if you were constantly stressing about money, you would never truly be well. The fact that our vision is to impact world health and free people of physical, financial pain, and in the process create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company, not the biggest, not the best, not the, the most trusted and respected, because they care. I've never been aligned with a company with the integrity that this company has. They stopped production on a product because one raw ingredient didn't meet the standards. Like, it's incredible. So here are a few things that I love about this business model. We're 100% debt-free legacy company. We're in 26 countries, which is incredible. So you can literally build locally and grow globally. And, you truly can make it whatever you want it to be. Real products. So, it pays to be safe and to do your research, on anything before committing to anything, so we always welcome this question, as most of us start out, we're skeptical about this model. I myself, it took me 4 years to say yes. So when considering an opportunity like this, make sure it checks off these boxes so that it's legit and here to stay. Some things to think about, you want a consumable product, there's some other great companies out there, but you can't eat your leggings. You only get leggings so many times. And so something to think about, you want a consumable product, something that has a physical and emotional experience that people will notice. I knew in 1 week that there wasn't a single day that I wouldn't put these products into my body. And then I just naturally shared, people are going to start noticing. You end up being a walking billboard, and people are like, oh my gosh, you look so good. What are you doing? And I share with them, and I share, I just got started, but my friend Casey got me started. Let me introduce you to her. Like, that is how simple it is. And, our mission is truly just to serve other people and have them feeling better than they have ever had before. So what is Isagenix? I love this explanation. These are, Isagenix is the things that you're going to eat anyways. It's not on top of or addition to, it's simple swaps to things that you already are doing. Most people already have a smoothie in the morning, or a tea, or healthy snacks, or protein bars, this and that. There's so many things. We're not just a shake company. And probably most of you have had a shake. Candice said last week, she's like, you ever had a Frappuccino at Starbucks? You just had a shake. And I mean, I maybe questioned that shake, but, no judging, but ours truly, what I've found is I saved so much money when I started this system, because our shake literally are $3, a full meal replacement at $3 a serving. We just had an incredible shake just launched last week at our celebration event, our whole blend. And it's literally just fruits, raw fruits and vegetables, 1 gram of sugar. It's amazing. I just got it in the mail yesterday. I've already had 4, and it's incredible. It tastes literally like a Wendy's Frosty. So good. has groundbreaking technology in it. But what's really cool is that out of all of somebody priced it up, out of all the fruits and vegetables that are in this shake, it would take $19 to make that. And we literally get that for $3. $3. Insane. So I want to share some of the products that we have. We have over 350 products that we have, but some of our staples, the isoline shake that I just mentioned, our whole blend, it's an incredible meal, and what's really great is it's giving your body nourishment, because most of us, we don't get our soil, our food industry is so nutritionally bankrupt that we're not getting the proper nutrients and nutrition anyways. Cleanse for Life. This product changed my life. It helps detoxification in the body, but on a cellular level. It's not a diuretic, it's not a poopy cleanse, nothing like that. Literally, when you wake up the next morning, you're like, the trees look greener. Like, the mental clarity is insane. I love it. We've been doing intermittent fasting for years, and this truly makes supported cleansing and intermittent fasting just such a game changer. And this one, I cannot go a day without this. Our Ionic Supreme adaptogens. It adapts to stress, and who isn't stressed during this time? Like, right, where there's so much going on. And so the fact to be able to have a tea in the morning that literally allows your body to adapt to stress, lower cortisol levels in the body. I call it my happy mom juice. Like, I know a difference when I don't have it. So super important. So this is us, and these, we are products of the products. We use these products every single day. Bia is incredible. If you haven't had our natural energy drink, definitely try that out. But it's just incredible. These are more products of the products. We're not just for women, not just for men. It's not just for weight loss. It's all walks of life. You can start anywhere. It's truly about your well-being. It's so much more than just weight loss. It's your well-being in all aspects of life. A lot of us started for the products and we stayed for the community and the compensation plan, which in my opinion is the best product that we have. Our products speak for themselves. And I like to say that it's truly like a personal development journey with a compensation plan. So how does it work? It's very simple. You order product, you experience results, and you share your story authentically. It starts with two. New customers, you can earn up to $500 in cash right away just by sharing with two people. The earning potential in this company is truly unlimited. So I strongly encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to this call and have them break down some of the compensation plan for you. When you truly understand the power of duplication and the compounding effect that it will have on your bank account just by starting with two people, like, you literally won't be able to sleep. And the best thing about it is that we have leverage. All around the world, people are buying food and you're making money while you're sleeping. And, that's a beautiful thing. Another thing, what is incredible is that we train you. We put out so many trainings, personal development events. We had our biggest event last week, and it was incredible. And personally, I've spent thousands of dollars on personal development, masterminds, business coaches, and now I get that for free just by eating food each month that I was eating anyways, right? Incredible. Yes, I see hands up. And so, it's just incredible. Our founders made it so that you get paid a percentage of every single transaction that occurs under you in your organization. No limits, no levels, no dollar amounts, no monthly quotas, no point flushing. It's truly unlimited. And it's results that you can't get anywhere else. We guarantee results. Isagenix knows that people have been burned in the past, so they guarantee your results in your first 30 days or your money back. You are one decision away from a completely different life. I truly want you to dream. When was the last time that you dreamed? This is a place where you can take back control of your life. We are looking to lock arms with people who have a burning desire to change their future and impact the lives of others, so that for the lives of others, for the better. And so next steps is reach out to the person who invited you to this call, and they can answer any questions for you and, customize your pack to get started. I also I also invite you to come hang out with us in our Facebook group. You know, we have workouts in there, recipes, inspiration, education, empowerment, excellence, acceptance, and support. And it's just a place where you can come and celebrate your own wins too, right? We need to celebrate our wins or even the small wins every single day, because those add up and those are going to inspire somebody as well who is on their journey as well. So I want to thank you for your time and for showing up here for you. Like I said in the beginning, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here for you, which is incredible. And I appreciate you all. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to unmute yourself. We can kind of chat a little bit. I'm going to stop the recording.